Sassy Scrappers, this is Steph. How you doing today? It is Try It Thursday, and I decided I'm going to make a page, and we're going to make it on the fly. I don't know what I'm doing. We're just going to try it. But I got out some pictures, and a lot of times I do like to start with my pictures. Uh, just depends. But if I'm doing something specific or want to get caught up and I've got some pictures, then I'll start with my pictures and go from there. So today I'm starting with some pictures from when we went. Oh, I wiped off my table. Now they're wet. When we went to a movie, it was either right before school started or right around that time. And we went to the new Jurassic Park movie. So I just have a few pictures here. So I just wanted to do a one-page layout. And I remembered that I had the old, oh, what's it called? Uh, oh, I've got it out over here. No wonder I can't find it back there. Adventure Parks paper. And it had also the admission ticket that was on it. And Tammy, it is the low bandwidth is why it is blurry. She mentioned yesterday that sometimes this is pretty blurry, not real clear. And I tried to work with it a little bit today. And it is obviously blurry on my tabletop. You maybe can't see it yet, but it is blurry. And I'm not, until we get the high-speed internet in here, we may just have to put up with it. But I'm going to switch down to my tabletop. And hopefully you can see it. Like I said, it is blurry. I know that, but I can't do anything about it right now. I've done everything I can until they get the fiber optics in. So I'm going to make a little border first. A lot of times I like to put a border on it. And I've already punched 2, 4, 6 of these, and we need to punch some more. So I just pulled out scraps of paper that I had. I guess these are the same. Scraps of paper that I had to do these. And then what I'm going to do, the admission punch is one of them that has the little point. If you watched my other YouTube video, you would have seen I talked about the border punches that have a little point on it to line it up. But this time I'm going to take it and put it upside down. And I'm going to slide my paper in because I'm only going to punch a couple of, of these tickets. I'm not going to punch a full 12 inches. So I'm going to turn it upside down. I'm going to line it up right in the middle of where those, see those little dots? You probably can't see everything, but you can probably see those little dots in there. And I'm going to line it up so it punches half of that little dot. Okay, I'm going to flip it over and try to hold it as close as I can. Because that's going to be the start of one of these. That's the little bumpy edges there on the end where you tear it off. I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to move it down over here and I'm going to line it up. And I don't really line it up with the point yet because there's no point. I didn't punch that much. So I'm going to line it up with the little dots and I'm going to line it up with the blue. Okay, punch it again. And that way I get a full ticket right here. Okay, then the next time I can line it up where it's supposed to be and punch again. And I believe I'm going to use both sides of this one. So I'm going to go ahead and punch a couple more. So here is where I line it up again. The little point, push it clear back on this right side. And I'm going to do one more. That'd be almost a full set. But the way we would have done it before is we would have had a half of one on this end and a half of one on this end. And I didn't want that. Okay, so now I'm going to set that aside. I'm going to pull out just my regular scissors and I'm going to cut right down halfway in between those circles. Boom, and there's my ticket, okay? I'm sorry, it's not very clear. Right down the middle. There's 2. 3. We're going to flip those over. We're going to have a couple blue ones. Here's another one. Okay, there's a couple more. So I've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I think I still need maybe a couple more. So let's see. What have I got on the back? That one, the back of that one's the blue. I guess I'm going to do these dots. Well, what have we got? Oh, I've got red on the back of this. I could use this one. So kind of what I was planning on doing, and we'll see how it works, is making this border and then just cutting a couple of small strips of this to put at the top of the bottom, and then a couple small strips of the red to also put at the top and the bottom. Or maybe on, yeah, I don't think on the side, probably top and the bottom. And then our pictures will go here in the middle, and we'll have a border over on this side. So we'll see how that works. I'm going to start by punching a couple more of these though. So I'm going to put it again in here, turn it upside down, and get it lined up so my paper is like halfway on those dots again. And then just kind of push down and hold it while I flip it over, making sure it's clear back. One punch. Okay, you can't see that very well with the black. I flip it over, you can kind of see it. And I've made one punch there. So I'm going to go ahead and make another one. Line it up with the blue. And then I can do the point now that I've punched that far. So I've got a couple, and I think that'll be enough. Okay, so I'm going to move this punch aside. Put my junk over here. No good punch poop with this one. Okay, and I'm going to cut them apart by just cutting in the middle. And there I've got 2 more. My camera keeps falling down. We tried to fix this yesterday and tighten it up and get it so it was over here better. And now my thing's going low. There we go. Let's see if it'll work. Okay, let's quickly do this border. I took a 3¼ inch piece of black, and then I took a 2 3/4 inch piece of light blue. Okay, and I'm just going to put that on top of that. And just center it up there. And then I'm going to take all of these, and I'm just going to stagger them. The different colors. Maybe I need another decorative one there. So you're just going to put them on here however you want them. Like that. And maybe pop 1 or 2 up, although they kind of over layer each one, so it might not work the best. And then just adhere them down, okay? And I'm just trying to hurry here so we don't take very long. And then that would go over on the side over here, okay? And maybe I have too many on there. Maybe we want to see a little bit more of that paper, a little bit more of the tickets. Probably enough. Okay, then I'm going to take my trimmer, and I think these are just about 3/4 of an inch. These little strips. So let's cut one, a little bit over that maybe. Ooh, that one's almost perfect, but this one was a little long, so I think I'll try another one. So we can get just that film strip. There we go. So I've got 2 strips, put one at the top and one at the bottom. and then I'm going to turn it over, and I think I'm going to make these strips a little bit wider, maybe an inch. And like I said, this is all just on the fly, guys. Raise it back up again. Keeps falling down. Okay. So I think I'm going to put these at the bottom and then those on top. And then this one on top. And then the red. Okay. And then we'll put our border over here to add some more color and liveliness to it. And my idea was maybe to take this thing of popcorn and pop it up over here. And I haven't really gone through all the embellishments, but I did see that one, thought that was cute. If I don't pop it up, it's not going to show up very well. So I either need to pop it up or maybe even put a layering shape, like a white layering shape behind it or something. Or maybe the light blue layering shape, just make a little circle and excuse me, and put that behind it and pop it up. Excuse me. And I've got 3 pictures here. So we'll see how they fit. And I also have the ticket stub. There we go again. We're falling down again. Which says Jurassic Park Rebirth. You don't need the whole thing, just do that. So I'm thinking maybe something like this. I could actually crop this picture down a little bit more. Don't need to see those. And this is a picture of the screen from the movie. And then maybe I can tuck that in behind there. Like I said, put some popcorn up here and then maybe a title at the movies or movie fun or movies, I don't know, something title up here. And don't have much room for journaling, but if I did cut this down, I could have a little spot up here. I can put some journaling strips up there and maybe took the grandkids to the movies. This was July 31st, so it was before school started for some summer fun. And we went to Jurassic World Rebirth or something. So anyway, just a quick little page, but it's got some kind of excitement going on there. Didn't take long. I was using one of your punches, and that's it. So quick and easy. I will finish it and then try to add it to both the YouTube and then down under, well, around the Facebook page as well. So let me show you what you came up with. I know we had a gal here at Wacky Wednesday yesterday that just started a page and put it together, and it was so cute. She has a lot of creativity. Me, not so much. But anyway, this is what I came up with today for Try It Thursday. So I hope you like it, and I hope you do something kind of like it and use your creativity, okay? So I'm going to flip back over here, remove my spotlight, and hopefully I'm a little bit clearer here. And want to remind those of you that are in the central Iowa area, I am having a special beginners class, and it will be a week from Saturday, October 11th, from 2 to 4 at the Holiday Inn Express in Ankeny, Iowa. And I'm going to try to put my creative memory sign out so you can see where to come in. It's in the conference center, and that is for beginners. It's only $5, and we are going to have some page kits there and the tools and stuff so you can use some of the stuff and see how easy scrapbooking really can be. We can make it hard or we can make it easy and quick. So we like to make it quick and easy, and we like to keep it a little bit sassy. So if you're interested, just let me know. Uh, Message me. We'd be glad to get you in, or just show up and we'd be glad to get you in that way as well. So try a page, okay? Just take the pictures, just take some paper, see what you come up with, okay? And keep it sassy. Bye bye.